Yo. Okay, well, gonna play some Ninja Turtles. Be up for a while. Play a bunch of different Ninja Turtle games, probably. I figure we start. This is the collection on my PlayStation 5. Ooh. Ooh. I haven't played this one in forever. I like that they added the force feedback, the rumble, to the games. It gives you an incentive to want to play it on the collection. Plus, there's some extra features like, let's see if I can pull this up. Look, I can rewind. How about that? There it is. Okay. So you can do the screen size different ways depending on what you prefer. There's also these filters if you like that kind of thing. And you can turn the border on and off. I'm gonna leave it off. Oh, and I guess it's not going to show me once I'm inside the game here. Here, let me get out of the game. Alright. Like right here, you can change the region. And also, you can remove slowdown and remove sprite flicker, which is pretty cool. I had that option on that FPGA console that I had for the NES. It was pretty cool. Well, I guess I can just talk about like stuff that I have coming up on the channel. So, got some pretty cool things coming down the pipe or the pike, whatever that expression is. I don't know. I've heard it said both ways. I don't know what's proper and what's not. So, just choose to hear me say it however you think is the right way. Anyway, I have purchased a couple of interesting things which will be coming at some point in the not too distant future. One of them is the Analog Duo, which we don't know when those are shipping. They're supposed to ship sometime this year. I'll get into that in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. The other thing is actually coming very soon because I've purchased it and it's already shipped and it's on its way. And it's coming from the Ukraine, believe it or not. So, yeah. Hopefully there's not any problems with that. But there's this device that's made by this guy named Crix who makes EverDrives. He's the guy that came up with the EverDrives, and that's what he does. That's his thing. Anyway, there's this device for the Famicoms called the RGB Blaster, and I bought it. It actually will give you RGB video out of a Famicom system, and it will work on the twin Famicom. I got that confirmed by two different people. And I was like, okay, it's a little expensive, but I can get RGB out of my Sharp Twin Famicom and anything like that. I thought that was pretty cool, so I'll be doing that. Hey, it's the sweet and tender dude. He says, hey man, I just got done streaming and I gotta go to bed. Saw you're live though. Wanted to pop in and say hi. Hey, what's up, dude? You're one of those guys that, you know, you come around and you're pretty cool with me, and I appreciate that. I don't know what you're really all about. I wonder if you even know what you're really all about. I see you do some interesting things. We'll just say that. So, I appreciate you being cool with me at least. You know, what I've come to accept about the internet is that you're never really going to know anything about anybody that... Oh my god. Oh, I can rewind. I forgot. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Anyway, what I was saying is I've come to accept that there are certain things that you're not going to know about people. You can only go by their behavior. People are not going to show you who they really are unless they really want to. So a lot of times what they show you, it might be a little confusing. You might not know if they're being sincere with you or not. In fact, sincerity, I think, is kind of a old-fashioned term. I don't know that too many people are sincere about anything on the internet. It's really hard to tell. I think, and you know, I think sometimes people, maybe they want to be, and then they kind of get like, I don't know, like, it's the internet, it's weird, it's a weird place. Oh, hang on. He says, that's fair if it's about saggy stuff, that's all for fun, silly drama, just trying to meet her at her level. I'm not judging you, dude, I'm not, and I'm not trying to be up your ass about anything. I'm actually just trying to tell you that I appreciate you being cool with me. You know, because I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you're really up to. There's been a lot of people that I've tried to be cool with, and they ended up just, you know, doing whatever, and that's fine. I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. But I just wanted to say I appreciate you being cool with me. Whatever is going on, it doesn't matter. It's cool. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's all I was trying to say. It doesn't matter. There's not enough chainsaws in video games. No, I was just thinking about that as I killed that guy. Like, you don't see too many chainsaws anymore. There used to be a lot, like, not a lot, but like, you used to see more chainsaws in games. It was kind of like, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but like, oh, hang on, I can't do two things at once. Yeah, in all honesty, I'm cool with you, Retro Bro, and Mad Max, Smash GT, all y'all. It's all good. I appreciate you too, man. Anyway, dude, yeah, get some sleep, dude. It's cool. We're good. What's up, OG Sega Steve? What's up, dude? From Houston. All right, dude. Houston. Man, I wonder what's the weather like. I know it's a stupid question to ask, but like, what's the weather like down there right now? Because it is brutally humid. We've got like this week coming up. We have like highs in the. Ah, dang it! I'm gonna rewind. I don't want to die. I decided I don't want to die, so I'm not going to. But it's been really bad. We got highs coming up in like 105, 106, 107 degrees. It's nuts. It's not fun. But you being in Houston, I can only imagine the humidity you must be dealing with. Like, your humidity makes our humidity look like freaking the desert or something. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Man, I haven't played this game in years. Not really. Just look at it for a minute or two. Okay, let's see if I can remember. Yeah, we gotta get up here and then see if we can. Too bad you can't do it. You don't have turbo. I get spoiled on turbo. My twin Famicom. I love the twin Famicom, by the way. It is basically like. It's like a TurboGrafx for the NES. It's built-in turbo. And when I get that RGB blaster, it's really going to be awesome. It could be one of my favorite consoles of all the consoles I have once I have that RGB blaster. Because it puts out a decent composite picture if you're playing on a CRT, but I got to be honest, that composite is kind of weak for capturing. So that RGB blaster is going to come in really helpful. Steve says it's been brutally hot, but the humidity has been tolerable. Oh wow, oddly. It's not been out of control during this heat wave. Waited till 9 p.m. to mow the lawn just so. Oh my god. Dude, I hope your neighbors are cool with that. If not, I'm sure they understand with the weather being what it is, but god dang. That sucks, man. Yeah, this heat is crazy. Anybody that's watching this, if you're not from Texas or from this region, it's normally not this hot at this time of year. I mean, it gets pretty hot this time of year, but we usually don't get into the hundreds until a little bit later. So it's pretty crazy. This could be one of those years like I remember like in my hometown, which was a little town called Brady, which is like in the middle of Texas. Literally, they call it the heart of Texas, by the way. So, anyway, my hometown, one year, I think it was 1990, I want to say 94, 95, something like that. It got up to 118 degrees. And that's like that's not the heat index. That was the actual temperature. It was like 118 degrees that summer. Multiple days, it was over 110 degrees that summer. That was absolutely unforgivingly terrible. So hopefully we don't have that happen again. Electric mower. Oh, there you go. Electric mower, dude. Yes, there you go. That'll work. What's crazier is it feels like temps were consistently above 110 this week. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just, it's not okay. You know, I sent a picture of the weather forecast to Luke and John, my buddies, earlier today, and I said I want to talk to the manager. I'm gonna go full Karen on this weather. I need to talk to the manager. This is not okay. I would like a refund. We're gonna need new seats. We've been seated in the wrong area. Ouch. Man, my reaction's all screwed up. Oh, now I gotta fight this guy. Evil! What is up, Evil? I love you too, Evil. It's so good to see you. Every time I see you, I think of that AC/DC song with a line where they go, "If you're into evil, you're a friend of mine." Yep. I'm gonna be streaming for a while. I'm just gonna play some Ninja Turtles tonight for a while. I probably should be asleep, but it's Friday night, and I can make this up at a later time. So I'm absolutely just gonna stay up for a while and chill. Urgh, you crazy leg things. Get off me. Ah, Mr. Sandman. Bring me a dream. Aha. Anyway. Yes, the turtles. Turtles. Steve says, you might get a kick out of the first 10-second video. A family member from out of state asked about the weather Houston this week, and this is what I sent him. Oh, I don't think it's going to let you put the link in. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. If you're trying to post a link, I don't think it's going to do that. Okay. Greta Thunberg. Oh, oh no. Oh no. What are those things coming out of her nose? Spaceballs? Oh shit. There goes the planet. Oh, I hate those. They're the weirdest enemies in this game. Like, what the hell am I even fighting? Like, what is this? In this game, oddly enough, the Ninja Turtles are not the strangest things. You know, that's in the movies. It's always like people are like, "Oh, what was that? I don't know. It looked like sort of a big turtle in a trench coat." You know, it's like the running joke. You know, the turtles are weird. They're bizarre. Like, what are these freaks? These turtles. You know, but in this game, the Ninja Turtles aren't even the weirdest thing. It's so strange. I don't know. Yes, Steve, I'll do that. Evil says, gonna put you on the big screen. Ooh. Ooh. Party like it's 1999. Well, oh, I have to put on some makeup. My goodness. Going on the big screen. Okay. Now, this is one of these little jumps, right, that screws me up every time. Do I jump or do I just walk across it? I think the ones you can walk across, I think, are just the one. Oh crap. The narrower gaps. I think I actually have to hop this like that. All right, I'm gonna try. Man, I'm gonna screw this up. I already know. Oh, I made it. I thought I was dead. I thought I was not going to make that. Steve says, hey, Cyrus, what's the main theme for the next issue of the magazine? About the first two physically. Just curious. Thank you for asking about that. The next magazine is about the TurboGrafx 16 and the PC Engine and all the variants thereof. And it is unfortunately delayed a little bit. I was planning to have it out like in early July, but I had decided to delay it because I ordered the Analog Duo, and I really want to get the Analog Duo in and feature it in the magazine and also use it for some of the screen captures and things like that. So I decided to just go ahead and wait before I do the next issue. Just to let you know the full plan. Oh, thanks, dude. I really appreciate you asking about that. Oh, save it. How do I save it? There's a way to do that. There we go. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Evil. Yeah, that's another reason to play like this. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is, as far as the magazine goes, so there's going to be a TurboGrafx issue, and it's going to be pretty big. It's going to be a little bit bigger than the other ones. There's a lot of stuff to cover in the TurboGrafx one. And then the next issue after that will be on Nintendo consoles, and it'll cover all kinds of Nintendo stuff. So once those are all done, all four of those issues will be available, and they're going to be available digitally, and they're going to be available physically. And what I'll probably end up doing is just giving away the digital version to everybody. Like I'll just put like a link into a community post and make it make all the digital issues available to everybody. In fact, I should probably go ahead and do that for the first two issues that are out. What I mean by digital issues is like evil, like what you just said, the PDF versions. But the physical versions are also available to purchase, and I have reduced the prices as much as I can. A couple of weeks ago, I went and I did a bunch of changes. I don't think it was a couple of weeks ago. Maybe it was last week, actually. I did a bunch of changes to the site, to the channel, and everything. One of the things I did was reduce the prices on the magazines as far as I possibly can. I'm not even making any money on them. This is something I'm just doing because I really love magazines and I wanted to make one and share it with people. So the prices are even lower than, I mean, they're not low. The magazines are expensive, and I hate that they cost so much, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's not anything that I have any control over. But they are very good quality. You know, the quality of the printing and the paper and everything is very nice. So it is what it is. If you want the physical version, unfortunately, it costs a little bit of money. So anyway, the next two issues are also going to be physical release. So they'll be digital and physical. And then once I get all of the issues completed, there's only going to be 4 issues. But once I get those 4 issues done, then I'm going to take those 4 issues and I'm going to put them all together, and I'm going to expand a little bit. I'm going to combine everything into a book, and then I'm going to expand everything and add some more to it and sort of make it into just a book. And that will be the entire volume. So you'll be able to buy the individual magazines, or if you want to buy the book, you can get the book. Or if you want to get the digital version, you can get that also. The digital versions are going to be free. I'm not going to charge for that. But it takes a while to get all this stuff together, and we're a little bit delayed right now. Everything's running behind because, like I said, I'm waiting for the analog duo. So as far as when the next one comes out, it's kind of dependent on whenever they get me my duo. Hopefully all that makes sense. Oh, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Evil says, I have the first magazine. Gonna get the sub for the next 2 on PDF. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is, like I said, probably tomorrow, I'll just make the first 2 available in a community post. I'll put a link up and you can just download them. Anybody can download them. And you can share them. I don't care. Like, you can give them to other people, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. But I'll put that in a community post and put that up tomorrow. Steve says the physical magazines are very nicely done. Not just the layout and content, but also the quality of the material. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. I think they turned out okay. Evil says, did you see Tommy Oyumiko made a troll tier for $300? What are you talking about? I don't know what that means. A troll tier. I don't know what that means. Steve says, I'm totally cool with waiting if it means you can make better issues. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. Silverwing, are you gonna beat Turtles? Probably not, Silverwings, but I'm gonna play a lot of Turtles games. I'm gonna play this one for a while, then I'll move to another one. I'm just gonna keep streaming and playing Turtles. I don't know how long, but for a while. I'm just up. I'm drinking some iced coffee. my, my daughter went to work. She works at night, and she made coffee before she left, and she left me some. So I'm drinking coffee, which I should not be doing, but I don't care. It's Friday night. I'm drinking coffee. Or Saturday morning now. So that's why I'm up. Turtles, one is hard. Oh, yeah, dude. Ugh, it's unbelievable hard. Unbelievably hard. But with this version, you can save it and you can rewind it and all that kind of crap. And of course, that's cheating, but who cares? I'm just goofing around. Evil says, I drank 2 White Claws for the first time in my life. Oh no. Why would you do that? Why would you deliberately drink White Claws? Who would do such a thing? Who would possibly think that drinking White Claws would be a good thing to do? What's up, Black Metal Gamer? How you doing? Bombs are set up in the lake. Find the entrance. You have my support. Thank you, April. Ouch. It tastes like ass. Well, I can tell you this. I never in my life have ever desired, I have never thought, you know what I would like to drink? I would like to drink some watered down shitty seltzer with a little bit of alcohol in it. And never once have I thought that, and some kind of fruity flavor. I never thought that. I've never said, this is what I want to do. This is who I want to be. The only reason I ever drank White Claws is because that's what they had at that thing, and you know what I'm talking about. And so I drank them. It was stupid. Worst mistake ever. Black Metal Gamer says White Claws taste like TV static. As you're hearing TV static, and as something obnoxious like Gilbert Gottfried yelling at you in the flavor of the fruit. Wow, that is a very descriptive way of describing White Claws. Oh, are you thirsty, Cyrus? Yeah, I'm a little thirsty. I've got something for you. Okay, but do you have to talk like that? Here you go. Oh, now I'm gonna yell. I keep it to Mountain Dew on the rocks at a max. Mountain Dew? Well, I'll tell you what. What is Mountain Dew anyway? What is that? My brother used to be really into Mountain Dew. We still once in a while he'll it's kind of I don't know. Have you ever had Livewire? They have these different kinds of Mountain Dews. They have what do they call it? The Code Red. And we have the joke. Everyone always has the joke with the Code Red. Did you order the Code Red? And, you're good. Right, I did. That whole thing. But I like the Livewire ones. I just don't see them that much anymore. But so much sugar, man. I know they have sugar, Zero, Mountain Dew Zero or whatever. But I don't know. Mountain Dew's kind of, I don't know. When I was younger, I kind of liked it a lot. But not really that big into it anymore. What is Mountain Dew anyway? Some citrus. Silverwings. I'm surprised so many people never thought to switch turtles for more life. I knew to do that when I was 5 years old. Oh yeah. If you don't switch the turtles, you just die. You have to do it. Evil Streams. My name is Detective John. Oh yeah. My name is Detective John Kimball. I'm a cop, you idiot. Yeah. I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately. Who is your daddy, and what does he do? Stop it! You can't handle the truth. Yes, you can't handle the truth. We live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I memorized that whole thing once upon a time. Black Metal Gamer. I always assumed Mountain Dew was diffusion of ginger ale meets lemon lime soda with extra. Ginger ale and lemon lime. I don't know. Is that what it is? I know there's some kind of citrusy thing going on, but I don't know. It's a very strange concoction. I don't know. But there's, like I said, different kinds of Mountain Dew, you know? There's like this purple one that I saw. So there's Livewire, which is the orange one, which I like. I like the orange. I like orange. The Code Red, which I don't know exactly what kind of flavor that is. Maybe cherry, kind of. I don't really know. Mountain Dew is a strange soda. It's a mystery, you know? It's a riddle wrapped inside an enigma. You don't know what Mountain Dew is. I don't know what Mountain Dew is. Even the shooters don't know what Mountain Dew is. Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Chris Courage. I used to have a bunch of that in my early 20s. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Evil says, thanks, you make me so happy. Yeah, you too, Evil. Thank you. Black Metal Gamer, extra sugar. Mountain Dew with extra sugar. Now, extra sugar Mountain Dew. When you absolutely, positively have to stay awake for about 30 more minutes. Mountain Dew with extra sugar. The highest high, the lowest low. Be prepared. Be prepared to run a mile in 30 seconds and then collapse for 3 days. Anyway. Come on, do it. Do it now. And yeah, you son of a bitch. Black Metal Gamer, Mountain. Oh, okay. Okay, Black Metal Gamer. Come on now. Roll it. Let's roll that one back a little bit. Reel that fish back in. Evil says, people say okay. I'm getting behind on the chat here. I can't. You guys. What are you doing? I can't keep up. It's not a tumor. People say Ecto Herbie is just orange. The orange one, is that true? Oh, you know what? I have no idea. I have no idea. What if I'm 43 and still drink 7 Dews a day? Diet. Oh, you know what, dude? If you're still enjoying Mountain Dew, good. You know what? I think that it's interesting because we can be really judgy. You know, we can be really judgy with each other. If you're having a good time, dude, it is what it is. We still enjoy old video games. We still enjoy a lot of things that maybe we enjoy too much. I don't know. It's cool. Drink your Mountain Dew, man. Don't worry about it. Do you. Oh, no. D-E-W. Do you. Was that ever a slogan for Mountain Dew? It could have been. I should have gotten into marketing for Mountain Dew at some point, apparently. Let's see. Subwing's back and to the left. Back. That's right, dude. Oh no. Trauma, dude. Trauma. Are you getting Final Fantasy 16? You know what? I haven't even seen anything about it, but I've heard that it's really good, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of hesitant to see anything about it because I'm like, I can't really keep buying games right now, and I haven't bought a Final Fantasy game in a long time, and everybody is telling me this one looks like the one that I need to get. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch the trailer. I've heard the trailer looks really cool. Steve says, "Did you ever have Jolt Cola?" Yes, I did. Yes, I did, and it was horrendous. It was not good. It was the worst feeling that I've had drinking something. Other than, I mean, I'm not going to say that because obviously I drink White Claw. That was the worst feeling I ever had. But that was more of an emotional failure on my part. Like I drank White Claw and felt like less of a man. But Jolt Cola made me feel physically like I thought like I wasn't sure. Like it's like when I drink Jolt Cola, it was like drinking when I was young and I was working crazy hours and I used to drink Monsters like crazy. That's how I felt. It was way too much, and it didn't taste good. It was like something was wrong with it. Like you were drinking like something that had, you know, that was not you were not supposed to drink. It was like, I'm not going to say cursed or anything like that, but it definitely felt like it was wrong, like on a moral level. April O'Neil here looks like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting, huh? I want much more than this provincial life. Just wait, I'm going to make Belle my wife. Oh my god, I can't believe I remember this shit. I've seen Beauty and the Beast a few times. It's been a few years, but I've seen that movie a couple times. uh, Silver Wings, make 7 up yours. Yeah, I remember that. Evil Streams made her mount my Johnson. I'm not going to ban you, Evil. I would never ban you. Well, I'll never say never. But I have no intention of doing that. Steve says, Jolt did what it said it would. That's right, it did. It was the most accurately named soda. Yes, I agree with you. I only drank it while cramming for tests or trying to finish projects for school. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I just didn't think it tasted good, and it made me feel weird. It made me feel kind of funny. Like when we used to climb the rope in gym class. Not really. It was more like, I think I might be sick. No, I'm just drinking Jolt Cola. So when I needed to, I would drink like I said, Monsters, or I would drink coffee or something like that. Or I would drink Monsters and coffee. I drank ooh, man, my early 20s was a lot of caffeine and cigarettes. Let's just say that. Lots of caffeine and cigarettes. Evil says, White Claw tastes like I drink. Well, it tastes like crap. I drink too because it was stupid hearts in the way. I can't. It's funny. Why do they put this little heart on here? It's so annoying. Heroes in a half shell. All right, let me get back to this game. Let me do this. I'm about to die in the water here. Let's do it. I gotta switch out. Should I switch out while I'm in the water? I think I can do that, right? We'll stick with Raph for right now. There we go. Man, I'm gonna die in here because I haven't done this in years. I don't even know if I remember how to do this. Okay, and I got a time limit too. Oh my god. I cannot believe I have not done this in so long. Ouch. Ugh. Okay, I don't even remember where to go. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't even remember what to do. Did I miss something down here that I needed to get? Ow. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Oh boy. I seriously haven't done this in, I don't know, a good, oh crap. Oh crap, oh crap. I don't need to go up there yet. Oh crap. Okay, let's switch out to Donnie. I mean, it's probably been at least 10 years, if not longer, since I've done this. Ouch. Oh, it tells me how many I have left. I have 3 bombs are left. Okay. Oh, did I skip 2 of them? Crap. Damn it, I think I skipped 2 of them. Before I go back, does anybody know, do I need to go back? Okay. Alright, good. Okay, what do I need to do? Mikey? Alright. Ouch. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, okay, rewind it. Forgot I could rewind. I'm still alive for right now. Okay. Yes, I'm cheating. Okay, come on. I'm running out of time. I don't got time for this. Uh-oh. Music changed. Come on. Ah! Let me back up a little bit here. Man, okay, I'm gonna have to hit this just right. Come on. Ah! Oh! 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 I can do it! I can do it! Oh, I can't do it. I'm gonna run out of time. There's no way. I'm gonna run out of time. How far can I back up? Because I'm about to run out of time. That's as far back as I can go. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm out of time. Damn. That's a bummer. Well, I got all my life back, though. Maybe I can do it now. I bet I could do it this time if I just, like, bum rush this crap. Let me catch up on the chat. Oh, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's fun. Okay. Where did... I love this song. Yeah, it's a good song. Yes. Save states. Absolutely. I has them. Bubbles out of the turtles' mouths tell you which way the water... Oh, the water current's going. That's good. I think that's a good point. Number 3, your head. Yeah, I saw that. If you could fix a game company that's still around but sucks and make them top tier, who would you pick? Konami, right? I mean, that seems like the obvious choice. You have a save state. Yes, that is true. That is true. That is a good point. Pro tip, don't touch... Yes. Silver Wings, I know this is frustrating for you. I'm sorry. Evil says, this is Evil Stream's level of shittiness. Hey, watch out. How dare you? Silver Wings, damn, I don't think I ever seen the bomb explode. You know what? I don't think I ever have either, dude. I seriously don't. I think it's the first time I ever seen the bomb explode. Black Moon, have you heard of the new flavor Mountain? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I've not heard of that one. Is this a Cowabunga collection? Yes, that's what this is. It's on PlayStation 5 that I'm playing on. It might be input lag, but I don't want to... I'm not going to make that... it could be that, but I don't think so. Okay. Yes, it is fun. Yes. Let's try this again. I think I can do it this time. Surely I can do it this time. God, I haven't played this in so long. Urgh! Imagine if you could jump that high. Like, imagine if that was even possible to jump that high. Holy crap. Dawn is the most powerful. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Black Bill Gamer, okay, seriously though, Have you heard about the other new flavor Mountain Dew? Don Corleone. That's why he's the most powerful. He's gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Oh. What the hell am I fighting? I don't understand what any of these things are. Such a strange Turtles game, you know? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. Ouch. Yeah, what the hell am I fighting? It's like I'm fighting crap that comes out of like You know, like the underworld in Stranger Things or something. The upside down. That's what they call it. The upside down. Well, here's hoping I don't screw this up. Oh boy. Well, I can rewind it if I screw it up. Yep, see, I knew I'd screw it up. I did it again. Oh my god, now I can't do it. What the hell's going on? What am I doing? Wow, really? What am I... There we go. Wow, thank you, rewind feature. What the hell? Oops, I think I did it again. Did you see that she was in the news like last week? Her family was saying that they thought she was running around with that dude, whatever his name is, that she used to be married, and they were doing methamphetamines or something. I'm like, Britney Spears on drugs? How? What a terrible accusation. I'll never believe it. Leave Britney alone. Ouch. I got plenty of life, so I really can just run through this since I can just change turtles. Speaking of which, I think we'll change to rough. Ouch. Okay. Okay. Good God. Got in too big a hurry. I'm just running through shit. I'm already down to my last turtle. It's okay, I got plenty of time now. Oh, crap. Well, whatever. Well, we did it. It wasn't that bad. Yay, we did it. You guys, I couldn't have done it without you guys. I want to thank everyone that made this possible. So you don't really play the, like, this is where the game actually starts, right here. This is where, like, you feel like you're really starting to play Ninja Turtles. You gotta get to this cinema where, for some reason, Shredder can actually come out of the TV, like the ring. Holy crap. We have taken Splinter. To take him back, you must defeat the Foot Clan. This is your family. We're waiting for you. Ha ha ha. Let's go and help Splinter. Yeah, oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is where the game starts, right? Until you get the damn, what is it, the turtle wagon? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Turtle van? I can't remember what it's called, god dang it. Well, until you get that, it really doesn't, the game hasn't really started. Alright, let me read the chat. Now don't dilly dally. Yes, save state. Oh yeah, I need to save state. Thank you. I will do that. I should have done it already, but that's okay. The seaweed haunts me this day. Yes, the seaweed. The seaweed. The goggles do nothing. Silver Wings. Either that is the 3D TV or Shredder dug a hole in the ground and took out the innards of the TV. Yes, he's literally in the TV. It's not even a screen. He's just in there. He shrunk down. It's like midget Shredder. Well, he's wearing his mask, so you don't know. It could. They just have a stand-in doing doing it because. I see what's happening. I got you. Oh my god. I'd like to see Shredder unleash on a large block of cheddar. Well, who wouldn't? But cleaning, oh my god, cleaning all the blades. Oh, that damn cheese. I don't want to do that. Somebody else can clean up. The party wagon? Is that what it's called? The party wagon. Man, I can't even remember. It's been forevers. So we're going to get missiles and go counterclockwise to buildings you need to go to. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Stand in midget shredder in hollow TV. Yes. I figured that's what it has to be, right? I mean, that's not my idea. That's, that's Silverwings. He came up with that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make you mad because I'm probably not going to play this one that much more. I really just wanted to go through the water. But I'm going to save it here, though. You have my support. Oh, man, I don't remember jack about this. This is seriously like the weirdest enemies that have ever been created for anything. It doesn't even make any sense at all. I need that. I need more than that, but I'll take that. Yeah, it does get a lot tougher. So these are the places where you have to do the step over the gap thing, where you don't actually jump when you think you need to jump, but you shouldn't. When you get on the roof. I remember, oh, there's the spot. There's one of the spots. That's what I remember. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Oh, I made it. I'm gonna keep Leo here. Yeah, let's heal him up for sure. For show, for show. Yeah, so this is where you just walk across. That used to drive me nuts because I'd always be trying to jump across. You just walk across. See? you think you need to jump, but you don't. I probably should have healed Donnie. Oh well. Oh my god. Yeah, this is where it starts to get like a little bit weird. I mean, it's already been weird, but you know what I mean. Sometimes the enemy type will change on you in these places. Like you'll be walking and it'll turn into a different type of enemy. I don't know if that makes sense, if you know what I mean by that. Oh, come on. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Stop doing that. There we go. Ow. I'm about to die. That's really brutal that you could just run them over like that. That's terrible. Damn it. Where am I going? Alright. Let's rewind this up here. Okay, let me catch up and chat again. Back in the 90s, this is where the game ends for me at the jump. Oh, yeah. Astronaut monkeys. I don't know what they are. It's really weird. You can jump in the hole in the floor. Hug the left side, yeah. You could just walk over at AVG. Oh, yeah. I saw that episode, yeah. Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds. That's right. Forgiveness is divine. But we all know what you're not supposed to do. Midget astronauts. Weird, yes. Midgets are a big part of this game. Time's up. $3 off. That's right. I know what you mean. The enemy sets change. Yeah. Ninja Scrolls in here. Yeah. Evil says this level without Game Genie is basically the end. Yeah, I think I'm going to save it. I think we're going to go on to a different Ninja Turtle game now because it's kind of gotten to the point where it's going to be a real pain in the ass, and I don't feel like that kind of aggravation at the moment. So, yeah, let's quit this game. And we'll move on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for the NES. Look at all these enhancements you get if you want. You don't have to use these, obviously, but... So we can remove slowdown, we'll do that. Remove sprite flicker, we'll do that. Easy menu navigation. Let's see what that is. I don't know what that is. God mode. I assume that means you just never die. Extra lives. I'll do extra lives, yeah. Fancy jump kicks. Allows jump kicks to be performed earlier during jumps. Oh, okay, we'll try that. We'll see how that works. It sounds pretty good. I'm not going to do God mode, though. I don't need to do all that. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got to set up some other stuff. Screen size, full. Filter, off. Border, off. There we go. All right, now we're talking. Looks pretty good. Tylord says mini bosses are random. Sometimes Chainsaw Man, sometimes Squatting Shitting Ninja. Yeah, I think that's what they're actually called in the instruction manual. Squatting Shitting Ninja. Trackham says, wise man say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Thank you, sir. That is correct. All right, and Donnie, yes. Man, I remember getting this for Christmas when it came out. Got, you know, my little personal pan pizza with the coupon that came with the instruction manual. I remember playing the ever-living hell out of this. And the extra levels that aren't even in the arcade. I played this on a black and white TV. I didn't have a color TV back then. There was only one color TV in the house. It was in the living room. And I had this in my bedroom with my black and white Zenith TV. Good times. You get used to playing games in black and white, and then like when you finally play them in color, it's so surreal. You're like, what the hell? That's that color? Like, I never even, like, you imagine, I think like in your brain, you invent colors that you think are the right color, and if you don't, I don't know, it's like, it's very strange. Like, it'll trip you out. All right, hang on. I got to catch up again on chat. It was still, and it's so much fun. Oh, yes, this is a great game. CB says, I used to play this on Amstrad with my brother at 5 a.m. on a Saturday. Dude, yes, absolutely. I've never even seen an Amstrad. I don't think I'm sure I've seen something to do with Amstrad in a video on YouTube at some point, but I'm not familiar with that. Tricom says, I started on black and white on my 20... Dude, and let me tell you, man, the 2600 on a black and white TV is still pretty cool, but I played 2600 on a black and white TV for years. And when I finally put that thing on a color TV, it looked so strange. Like Defender and Asteroids, I couldn't get over the fact that the Asteroids were all these different colors. And none of the colors looked right in Defender. I was very freaked out by that. I was like, what? None of this makes any sense. Yes. Oh, man. We had an Intellivision before we had an Atari 2600, and this is going to sound really silly, but like on the box for the Intellivision, it said that you have to use this on a color TV or something like that. It was designed for a color TV. So my mom was like, we have to play this on the color TV. Like, she's like, I think she thought it wouldn't work if you didn't plug it into the color TV. I don't know. So that one always stayed on the color TV in the living room. Oh man, bringing back a lot of memories right now. Most underrated video game soundtrack, dude. Yes, this soundtrack is so good. Oh man, I got to use my oh yeah, dude. Pizza Hut used to be so good, man. Maybe it's just that we were kids. I don't know. I've heard that they used to make their pizza differently, like the way this. The I like the what do they call it? The Supreme Pizza. I like the Supreme Pizza. The way they used to make it, they would chop up all the little vegetables into little bitty pieces. And now they just sort of barely cut up the vegetables and just throw them on there. But once upon a time, that Supreme Pizza was amazing. And the cheese was way better. They used to have, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just that we were kids. I don't know. But it seemed like it was a lot better. We used to have the Pizza Hut in my hometown had buffet. Have you ever been to a Pizza Hut buffet? I mean, I don't know if they even do that anymore, but like back in the day, dude, Pizza Hut buffet with the red plastic glasses, getting refills of soda and playing freaking Ninja Turtles at the Pizza Hut. Dude, those were the days, man. It was badass. This game is so cool. I couldn't afford it as a kid, though I spent my money on the first one. Yeah, I was so glad I got this for Christmas. This was the only game I asked for. I knew it was coming out, and I said, "This is what I want. I want this game. I don't care if I get anything else, but get me this game." And I absolutely played the ever living hell out of it. 2-player, me and my brother, me and my friends. Yeah, single player. I just played it all the time. Love the greasy little pizzas, dude. Yeah, you remember the book it thing when you would read the books and they would you'd get the personal pan pizzas for reading the books. I don't know if they did that where y'all were at, but like they had this program at school where you'd read these books and then you get a pizza. I read a lot of books. Used to play Super Nintendo on black and white. I never did do that. But wow, that would have been strange too. That would have been interesting. CP says, yeah, it was probably UK mainly. Alan Sugar Morning. Oh, okay, I got you. Pizza Hut is my favorite. Pizza Hut's good. I mean, it just used to be, I think, a lot better. I think. I had a pizza burger yesterday for the first. You had a pizza burger? I know I've had hamburger pizza, but you had a pizza burger. That's interesting. Huh. Where did you have that at? Tylord says, yes, I love Pizza Hut buffet. Oh, the Pizza Hut buffet, man. Oh my God. Because you would try stuff. You would try stuff. You'd be like, oh, I don't know. I've never had dessert pizza before. Let me try that. Oh, I've never had jalapeno on my pizza before. That's where you would try stuff. Buffets were like the Pizza Hut buffet is like the college of restaurant dining. Like, you know how like in college, yeah, try a little this, try a little that, see if I like this, see if I like that. That was the Pizza Hut buffet. It was college. My Pizza Hut had buffet. I don't ever recall using it though. Oh man, that's too bad. Pizza Hut buffet, dude, back in the day. If we ever go back in time, if they figure out this whole time travel thing, Silver Wings, we're gonna go to Pizza Hut. We come to my hometown. I'll pick you up. We'll go back in time. We'll visit my hometown. We'll play some Ninja Turtles at my Pizza Hut, and we'll have buffet, and it'll be badass. Trust me. Tyler says Pizza Hut is where I first played the Neo Geo. Oh yeah, yeah. I know it wasn't where I first did it, but they always had good arcade games at Pizza Hut. Always. X-Men or Ninja Turtles, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I played some crazy games at Pizza Hut. It was always good stuff, man. Evil says we ate a Pizza Hut large pie, one per person, like a contest. Oh my God. So yes, I did the book it. Oh, you did book it. Yeah, you know what's up with that. Good old days, man. They used to have this smell. I'm going to say something weird. When you go into a library, I can remember this. It's been a long time since I've been to a library. Especially like, I mean, you're a kid, you go to the library all the time because they had a library at school. But the libraries always had this certain smell. And I don't know what the hell that smell is, but I would always smell this certain kind of smell. It was like, it was like, I don't, some kind of like, it was like the smell of erasers or something. Like you, I don't know if that makes any sense, but like you used to buy these big erasers, like for your, not the you would put on your pencil, but like a big eraser. You know what I'm talking about? It had like it looked like a wedge, like half of it was gray and half of it was pink or something like that. And they had a certain smell. Libraries smelled like that. I don't know. Oh man, my Pizza Hut had a Neo Geo, had Puzzle Bobble and Samurai Showdown 3. Dude, that's a badass system. That is cool. That is a good combination to have. It only had two games though. Usually they had. I mean, I guess I would see Neo Geos with two games. Usually they had four games, but or they would just have one game. I'd see them like that too. CB says pizza burger was a burger wrapped in pizza dough with cheese and mushrooms inside. Then it had cheese, etc. on top. Wow, I've never heard of anything like that. That's interesting. Where did you go to get that, or was it just something you all made? That's interesting. Tyler, it says funny thing, our Pizza Hut was across the street from the university. That's funny. That is so funny. Oh. Tricom Psy, by the way, I really enjoyed the retro mall footage. Oh my god. I watched that I watched that footage myself regularly because obviously it brings back a lot of memories, but I keep seeing stuff that I never noticed, you know? Because at the time when I did that, when I was getting that footage together, I wasn't really, there was no retro anything. It was just, this was the game store, and I was just going around getting various different shots of things. But of course, now you look at it and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have spent more time on that Jaguar CD, or I wish I would have spent more time on those PC games, you know. There's a lot of things that I notice when I go back and look at it that are really interesting. I'm glad the tapes held up over the years. I'm really glad because you never know. VHS tapes, you know, they can degrade, but the tapes did hold up pretty good. So I was glad that I was able to share that. You know, thanks for saying that. The books and covers, yes. Oh yeah. That's what. Yes, I know the erasers. I have a kick stool with wheels like the library. Okay. Uh, it was a local place. I wanted to try. Oh, okay, it's a local place. Okay, I got you. That's very interesting. That sounds like a really cool little gimmick that they have. That's really cool. Yeah, you don't know what you've got until it's gone. Oh my God, that is that is an understatement. That's I think all of us can feel that for sure. Tyler, our mall doesn't even have GameStop anymore. Dude, the malls are so depressing. If you go into a mall now, it's like, oh my God, where am I? Back in the day, when I used to go to the mall pretty regularly, man, oh my God. They had like Suncoast, and you go look at all the anime, and then they had like Virgin, and they have these big bookstores. They'd have, you know, back in the day, they had stores that were for gaming. They had stores that were for music. They had stores that were for movies. They had stores that were for computer stuff, just computer stuff. Remember when like Radio Shack would be in the mall, or you know, the toy stores? Oh my God, they had like the KB Toys and Circus, the different toy stores, and the malls were packed with people. Like you would, it was so there were so many people. It's a long time ago, man. I used to love the mall. I used to love when we would get to go to the mall. And they had movie theaters at the mall. And it was at this one mall that we used to go to. It was one of those dollar theaters. So the movies were a little bit older, but they were still new movies, you know. But it was cheap, man. You could go watch a couple of movies, hang out in the mall, go to the arcade, hang out at the arcade for a while, then go check out the different stores. They had so many places, so many things going on. I don't know why, but I just never thought it would go away. I just thought that that's what it was going to be like, you know, like you never know that things are going to go away, right? And then when they do, you're like, oh shit. You know? I don't know how many of my friends would tell me, oh, I can't wait till everything goes digital and we don't have to go to stores anymore. And I'm like, when they would tell me that, I felt like, I'm like, I don't know that that's true. Because I was like, they're like, oh yeah, Amazon, it's amazing and all this stuff. And you can just get everything delivered and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but once they get rid of all the stores, you know, once the stores all get driven out of business, you're going to be, you think they're going to keep up the same level of service for all these delivery things and all this stuff? I just feel like I don't think things have gotten better with that. I think we think it's gotten better because it appeals to our sense of laziness and our sense of immediate gratification. But we've lost you know, remember when you used to go to the store not really knowing what you wanted and just look around at stuff and then make decisions about what you're going to buy based on what you interact with and what you find? Oh, I never even thought about this. Look at this thing that I've never heard of that looks pretty cool. You know, we've lost a lot of that. I don't know. I'm just I don't want to be too much of a downer about it, but yeah, I definitely feel like you don't know what you have until you don't have it anymore, for sure. Virgin, yeah, you've been to Verge. You know what I'm talking about, Evil. Come on, Evil. Come on. Track 'em. I remember trying cassette singles. Oh my God, I forgot about cassette singles. Oh my God. I remember buying, man, what was the last single that I bought on cassette? Do you remember when Coolio did the soundtrack to that movie with Michelle Pfeiffer? The hell was the name of that movie? Anyway, he did that. His most famous song, you know. We're spending half our lives living in the gangster's paradise. You know that whole. I think that was the last single I bought. Was that Gangster's Paradise? Dangerous Minds. Yes, thank you. And then Weird Al did that other version of it, the Amish Paradise, which was absolutely hilarious. And I think Coolio was a little upset about it at first, but then later he was like, okay, it's cool. And then they became buddies again. But god dang, yeah, I think that was the last single I bought on tape. Man. Did you ever, when you were young, when you were a kid, buy a single thinking it was the full tape? Because you don't know any better? And you get home and there's only like one song on each side of the tape, and you're like, what the hell is this crap? I remember that happening to me. I don't remember what it was that I bought, but there was something, who knows, probably like Guns N' Roses or Poison or something. One of those bands. I remember buying something thinking it was an album. I'm like, oh, it's so cheap. This is a good deal. Nope. Oh my gosh. You guys are reminding me of a bunch of stuff. Around the 80s, we had this store dedicated to futuristic stuff, like neon phones and stuff. Huh. There were some interesting stores in the malls. I remember Gadzooks. Remember Gadzooks? And there were several interesting stores that had a bunch of weird stuff in them. Someone says the song that used in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer. Oh, okay, yeah. The cafe in Back to the Future too. Oh my god. Barely remember. You know how long it's been since I've seen Back to the Future 2? Sheesh. I probably haven't seen Back to the Future 2 in at least 20 years. I should watch that again. That's a really good movie. We waited so long for that. Dude, I remember when I was a kid and we would watch Back to the Future and we had it on tape. We watched it over and over. We kept waiting for a sequel. It seemed like it was forever. I mean, it wasn't that long, but when we were kids, it seemed like it was. Because back then, when you're a kid, a year is like a lifetime. 2 years, forget about it. You know, 3 years, oh my God, you're an old person. You bought that Coolio single? Yeah, you know what's up. Dracon says, I remember buying Bohemian Rhapsody when it made a comeback because of Wayne's World. Oh my God, yes. First time I ever heard that song, my mom made us listen to that song, and I didn't get it at all. I was very like, what the hell am I listening to? And then they had it in Wayne's World, and I'm like, of course, I thought it was awesome. Everybody fell in love with that song, and my generation, I was a little bit like, I knew who Queen was because they did the soundtrack to Highlander, and I thought that was amazing. And I was like, that's Queen. That's who that is. But I wasn't there for the early. I had to catch up on Queen. You know what I'm trying to say? We were into like Bon Jovi and Motley Crue and freaking Poison and Guns N' Roses and Skid Row and fucking all those guys, man. That was our big thing. And then later we kind of moved more into like Metallica, and I don't even know. I can't even remember. It's been so long since music changed several times over the years. At a certain point, I kind of stopped. I still listen to some music now, but not like I used to when I was young. I was never one of those like music historian people. You know how people will, like in the retro gaming space, there's people that enjoy retro. Like me, I enjoy retro and I love sharing what I enjoy about retro, but I would never call myself a historian because I'm not an expert on anything. I'm just a dude who likes stuff. And the same thing is true in music. There's people that are fans of bands and fans of music, and then there's people that would think of themselves as music historians. And I'm like, I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. I used to have all these friends all the time that would always want to like spout off like 15 different bands and whatever was going on, and I was always clueless. I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I knew a couple of songs or a couple of bands they were talking about, but a lot of stuff I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. But that's me. I appreciate that there are people that have that knowledge, that can carry that torch and share that stuff, you know. But I'm not that guy. I am falling behind. I'm really behind on this chat. Let's see. I remember buying Bohemian Rhapsody to come back. Yeah, CD or sleeve. CD, honestly. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like they would come in those little. It's like when you would get the demo discs in the magazines. They had those little paper things. Uh, Last tape single I bought was "Everyone Is Talking at Me." Beautiful South, huh? I don't think I've ever heard it. Maybe I have, but I don't know what that is. Then I think I bought a CD single before I stopped buying them. It's a good one. Okay. James says, what are you most excited for with the Analog Duo? Oh my God. A super clean picture that I can stream and capture stuff from. That's, I mean, it looks beautiful. I can't wait to have it just sitting there, and it'll do super graphics. It'll do all the arcade card stuff. It'll do everything, and I can use my real controller on it. What is there to not be excited about? There's so many aspects of it that I'm excited about. Plus, I really do believe at some point they're going to allow you to do other cores, or I hope that they allow you to do other cores. And the potential I've heard people talk about is maybe Sega CD, maybe even Sega Saturn running on that thing. And that would be absolutely amazing if I could turn the Analog Duo into sort of just a retro game system that would play all kinds of stuff. That would be pretty damn cool. What's another thing that's cool about it is it has built-in Bluetooth and built-in wireless. The other standard, I don't remember what, 2.4G or whatever it's called. So I'm trying. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have to get one of those 2.4G controllers because that's the best thing you can do. Zero lag, basically. Well, almost zero lag. And I really like that idea. So I have to get some kind of controller like that. But I'm also probably going to use my real, PC Engine controllers on the thing as well. There's so many things I'm excited about. Like, I think it's going to be great. I hope it's going to be great. I hope it comes out this year like it's supposed to. Evil says, my cousin had the Smells Like Teen Spirit CD. I was so jealous. Yeah, when Nirvana came around, man, that was a huge paradigm shift for music. I mean, that changed everything, That old grunge thing came in, and all of a sudden music was a lot more serious, It was like, oh, there's actually an art here. Because like like all the bands we listened to were like rocket bands, It was like I said, Def Leppard, Dokken, all those bands, they weren't that like deep, At least they had some songs where they would get a little deep. Guns N' Roses got deep in some songs. I mean, every one of them had their power ballad that they would try to do or whatever. But like when Nirvana came around, it really was like it kind of made music. I mean, this is just my interpretation, okay? The way it felt at the time, it felt like, oh, this is how music could be. Like, this is different and this is more real. Like this is like they actually have something to say and fun of music in a way, you know, like trying to show how absurd music is. It was very interesting. It's very eye opening. And then of course, you know, Pearl Jam came in, and you know, Stone Temple Pilots. Holy crap! That was when I really when my brother, he got the tape for Stone Temple Pilots. Whatever, I can't remember what that album was called, but you know, the one that everybody's listened to a billion times. It's on the radio even now. Probably right now playing on the radio in whatever town you live in. That really was very eye opening about music for me. Be like, oh wow, yeah. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, badass. It was like, whoa, there's something going on here, you know? I don't know. But like I said, I'm not, that's just me and my silly interpretation of music. All right. Let's see. I remember buying a Pirate Nirvana unplugged tape from a guy on the street. Oh my god. Yeah, we used to buy bootleg movies on tape and on DVD. Well, before they even had, it was like CDs. People put movies on CDs. I remember the first like home copy of the Star Wars Episode 1 that I got was on a CD. It was weird. Let's see. Summer, everyone was singing at school. There could be only one. There could be only one. I see my cut has improved your voice. How many times have I seen Highlander? That's a question I ask myself. At least right now I'm asking that. I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen Highlander. I remember the first time I saw it. I still remember the first time I saw Highlander. It was on HBO or Showtime, one of those. It came on. I had no idea what it was. I started watching it, and I was absolutely mesmerized because I had no clue what it was. I love that experience. I want to do that more often. I want to go watch a movie I don't know anything about and just discover it as I'm watching it. I've never seen a trailer. I don't know anything about it. I'm just seeing the movie and experiencing it. That's what happened with me in Highlander when I saw it on Showtime or HBO when I was like, I want to say I was maybe 7 years old, 8 years old. I was very young. But I remember watching it and just being like, I don't understand I'd never seen anything like that. A movie that would move in and out of different timelines. And it was so fascinating, you know? And it was this cool fucking story. And that dude, Clancy Brown, playing the Kurgan, holy crap. Sean Connery. Who doesn't love Sean Connery? I couldn't believe that movie. I still can't believe that movie. And that movie's absolutely fantastic. It's so well shot. I love movies that are shot on film because they have this graininess to them. And when you shoot a movie on film, and I'm not going to get too fucking nerdy because I know nobody really cares about this, but I'm just going to say, when you shoot a movie on film, you have to use so much extra light because the film needs more light than digital shooting does, right? So when you shoot on film, not only is it the graininess of the film and the texture that's provided from shooting on that kind of a medium, but the light is different. Like the way light is absorbed by everything, and they have to adjust. They have to actually, like I remember I used to watch on TV Entertainment Tonight and stuff like that, and I can remember seeing behind the scenes for movies like Masters of the Universe. When they were making He-Man, they did like a behind the scenes, Masters of the Universe is coming to theaters. Let's take a look at the behind the scenes stuff and blah, blah, blah. Here's Dolph Lundgren. Oh, TV's Frank Langella is playing Skeletor. And you're like, oh, wow, okay. But I remember seeing that. This is my point. I remember seeing this behind the scenes footage, and everything that they showed that they had filmed with their TV cameras of the behind the scenes stuff was lit super bright. Like, it all was like super bright. And then they would cut to show like the film clip, like the clip from the movie, and it was all like dark and like everything was heavy shadows and the blues and the purples and, like that kind of stuff. And I was like, why is that? They're shooting it and it's all bright. And then the movies, I didn't understand it back then, but that's what you have to do. You have to overlight everything, and then you adjust your iris and everything with your camera to get it into the right look for what you're trying to do. But if you don't overlight it like that, you don't get the detail. Anyway, my point is I love movies that are shot on film because they just have this look to them that a digital shot movie does not have. It's the light. It's when you use that much light, it brings out all this detail and this color that you just don't get that same effect when you don't do that. Now, I think nowadays digital cameras and stuff emulate in a lot of ways that same type of thing, but it's just when you can tell the difference. Like when you watch like the original Star Wars trilogy, and it's like the movies look so rich and that there's this texture to those movies. And then when you watch the digital ones that were made, they don't even look the same at all. It's like watching a cartoon almost, It's just very interesting to me, the texture and the detail of films, actual films. Anyway, I've heard that Christopher Nolan has developed a new camera that shoots at 18K that he shot Oppenheimer with, and I've heard really great things about it. I'm really interested to see that movie because what I've seen in the trailers looks really cool. So I'm very interested to see what that looks like. I know I'm kind of going off on this film thing. Sorry about that. All right, let me get back to the chat. Sorry. Princess of the Universe. Oh, you talking about She-Ra? I remember that. I still don't get it. And Flash Gordon? I remember Flash Gordon. He was trying to save every one of us. Flash Gordon was a fun movie, although really bizarre. But we watched the old Flash Gordon. When I was a kid, my stepdad bought a bunch of tapes of the old school Flash Gordon, the black and white Flash Gordon. Man, that was an experience. That was a little too much for me. There's certain things that I think if you don't experience them when you're young, you're just not going to get into it because it's too much of a gap from what you're used to. It's like my buddy John, Retro Bro, I talked to him about in television, the old school in television or the old school Atari. And I love those consoles because I grew up with them. But he didn't really grow up with them. He grew up with like Nintendo and Genesis and stuff like that. So he can't really experience, like when he's tried to play in television and Atari and stuff, he just can't get into it because he's like, I can't, this is too much for me. Or too little, actually. Too little. And I understand that because I felt the same way about the old Flash Gordon, I was like, I grew up with Star Wars. So going back to the original Flash Gordon was a little weird. It was a little too much. CB says, I would have loved to have celebrated that day in a way. Silverwing, nice one. I'm so far behind. Enthusiast. I'm really bad with bands and artists. Yeah, me too. Matt Pinfield or whoever from MTV, that dude is a historian. CB says, all the days I used to watch it. CD singles were awesome, affordable, and it's like MP3 nowadays. Stone Temple Pilots was one of the best bands ever. Dude, you're not lying. It was amazing. Ramirez. Yeah. Happy Halloween, ladies. No sense of humor. How could you not like Clancy Brown in that movie? Oh my god. Pirate Scene Music. Yeah. I pre-ordered the Duo, had the TG CD until I bought Pawn Shop in 94 for like, oh, yeah, see, I understand what you're saying right there. Nobody cared about TurboGrafx. Nobody. Like, nobody. Like, the few of us that had it back in the day, we tried, man. We really did. I was so depressed when that system didn't really take off. You know, the TurboGrafx and then especially the Turbo Duo. I really thought the Turbo Duo was going to take off, and it didn't. And I was very disappointed. And then nobody cared. Nobody. Until just a few years ago. Then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh yeah, I love TurboGrafx. And I'm like, whatever. Like who are you? Silvering says, I saw Highlander for the first time in the past year or two. Oh my God, really? What's that experience like? Just now seeing Highlander? Because it's obviously a dated movie. Just wonder what that experience is like. Evil says, Dolph Lundgren, best He-Man ever. Okay. Tricom, I never thought about the movie film exposure time. I do photography, so it makes sense. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Silverwing's cartoon. Well, most of it's CGI. Anyway, dude, what was the Attack of the Clones? That damn movie. Look at the difference between the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. Phantom Menace looks like a Star Wars movie. Attack of the Clones is the first one that looks like what they turned into later. You know, how everything looks now. I'm not saying that Attack of the Clones is unwatchable garbage. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying there's a big difference. There's a huge difference in what you're watching when you see those two things side by side. And you're right about that CGI. That CGI was that was at a period where they were still not quite where they wanted to be. Like I remember the scenes in Attack of the Clones when they go to the water planet, and I really felt like in the theater we were watching a cartoon. It just didn't look. I was like, this looks like. You know what I thought it looked like? I thought it looked like a video game. I was like, oh, this looks like the cinematics from a game. It didn't look like a movie. I mean, if I was George Lucas and I was going to go back and remaster and change stuff, I would have changed that kind of stuff. I would have gone back and fixed my CGI that didn't look the way it should. And I think he did do some of that, but there was definitely some stuff in there that was a little bit jarring because it was, yeah, just didn't look right. Uh, Come for gaming, stay for reminiscing. Yes, yes. I can't do two things at the same time. I can only do one thing at a time. Sorry. the The chat doesn't appear on the screen correctly when I'm playing PS5, so I actually have to just use my phone. So I'm just sitting here looking at my phone right now. I'm sorry. That's pretty much how the Dreamcast went. Oh, the Dreamcast. Hmm. Well, they named it correctly, because how many times have you just sat back and thought about the Dreamcast and just like gave it a heavy sigh, just like the Dreamcast was so good. It was, I mean, come on. How many times have we talked about this? Everybody talks about this. This is the system that we all mourn for. It's the one that got away. The Dreamcast is like that one super hot person that you wanted to have that relationship with, and it just didn't happen. It almost happened, but it didn't. And you're like years later, you're like, should I look this person up and see how they're doing? Is that creepy? But no, they've moved on. They've moved on. The Dreamcast. Okay, Silvering says it was all right. Wanted to see what There Can Be Only One was all about. Spinny did reviews on the series way back. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, that second Highlander, though. Oh boy, that second Highlander. There's two versions of the second Highlander. There's the regular version, and then there's the extra crispy. Uh, you know, whatever. The what do they call it? The renegade version of they're both bizarre. They're not it. They didn't fix that movie. I don't think it could be fixed. It's not terrible all the time. Some of it is genuinely terrible, but yeah, it's nowhere in the league of that first movie. The third one I actually liked, but I only saw it once. I haven't seen it in, oh my God, since it came out in the 90s. The third one I remember enjoying. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't fantastic, but it was okay. But the second one was a little bit strange. Then they did all the TV show, and they did those like direct to video movies and all that. I never saw any of that stuff. I watched the TV show a couple times, and I was like, okay, I got you. Back in the day, when they would do a TV show about a movie, like when they would do the TV show version of a movie, it was never very good. I mean, it might be okay, it might be fun, but it's not anywhere in the same ballpark. I mean, TV's way different now than what it used to be. TV's so much better than what it used to be. I mean, there's always been good shows, but I think TV's handled so much better now. Around that time, they took away all the old red dwarves with their handmade models and replaced it with all remastered CGI stuff. I used to enjoy watching Red Dwarf. I worked for PBS for a couple of years, and I worked in the master control for a TV station, so I used to get to watch a lot of British stuff, a lot of Britcoms and different shows, and I really liked Red Dwarf. I thought that was a fun show. Tricone says the series was pretty good, but I always liked the Christopher Lambert movies better. Oh yeah, Christopher Lambert. I love Christopher Lambert, although he is, he's what an interesting actor. I found out not that long ago that when Christopher Lambert came over to do Highlander, he didn't even speak English. Like, he had to learn English as he was doing the movie. Like, I can't even understand how he made that movie, because I've watched that movie a lot, and he's got an accent, obviously, but he seems very competent with his acting, speaking English. But it's like, my God, he learned English as he was making Highlander. That's crazy. That's crazy. That explains so much, yeah. It does. Yeah. A Dreamcast was amazing. Absolutely. Well, I wouldn't say they all, like, the third one I think is entertaining, and um the second one has some really good stuff in it. I wouldn't say it was like, there's stuff that I enjoyed in the second one, but overall the movie's absurd, and there's some really goofy shit in it that I don't understand why they did. But there are some good things in it. There's some cool scenes that that they put in the second movie that were originally shot for the first movie, and they're like flashback scenes. It's pretty cool that they were able to reuse some of that stuff. Um, but yeah, the first one's in a whole different league, like totally different league from everything else. Absolutely. Sean Connery had some great parts. Yeah, anytime you see Sean Connery, I enjoy watching Sean Connery, even in the weird movies that he made. You know, the movies that don't even make any sense. He did this one movie. I'm gonna go off on so many tangents. I'm sorry. Sean Connery made this one movie, and I think it was called Outland, and it was like in outer space, and he was like a police officer, and he's trying to solve like this murder mystery. I freaking love that movie. Have you ever seen this movie? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's one of his best movies, and it's like a low budget, but it doesn't look low budget. It looks really good. Like, it's got the set design and the costumes and the way it's shot. It's very nice. It's very, very high quality production. But they didn't have a lot of money, and it wasn't like a well-known movie. But Sean Connery used to do a bunch of stuff. Like, he would do small stuff, he would do big stuff, he would do all kinds of stuff. It's a good movie. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that movie again. Uh, Tricom says, I'm convinced Bill Gates wants to build a shield generator. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Silver Wings, Outland is like in the same universe as Alien. Most of the crew in the movie worked on this. That's what I remember. Thank you for saying that, because I was like, I wanted to say I thought it was related some way to Alien. Yeah, that's a great movie. That's a really it's a very interesting movie. Sean Connery is a grand tangent. Man, I love Sean Connery movies. Like, you know, he doesn't have to. He was like the biggest movie star ever, right? Like, there's never been a bigger movie star. There probably won't ever be a bigger movie star than Sean Connery. And he could be in, like, I love The Hunt for Red October. You know, he's obviously not, he's, you know, who cares? Like, you're immediately cool with it just because it's Sean Connery. You're not like, oh, I don't know, it's not believable. He's not really Russian. He doesn't sound Russian. All this kind of stuff. It's freaking Sean Connery. Who cares? Sean Connery could immediately just make a movie interesting. I love that he would do all these little movies and other projects and stuff. I remember, did you ever see what was that? The Green Knight? Did you ever see that? There's a newer one that's a couple years old, but Sean Connery did the Green what was it? I don't know if it was called The Green Knight, but it was that story. It was really cool. I never seen when I was a kid. Sean Connery did stuff that blew my mind when I was a kid. Very interesting actor. Yeah, I don't know if the movie's called The Green Knight, but I know it was about that story of the Green Knight, and it's a very interesting movie. It was a small movie. It was definitely not a big movie, but I remember seeing it. James, have you ever tried the Turbo Blaster rewritable Hue card from Restorage? No, I never have. I never heard of that. I have a Turbo EverDrive, and I burn my discs that I use in my PC Engine Duo. Um, I've never heard of that before. Turbo Blaster rewritable Hue card. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I have to look that up. Yeah, I saw a Green Knight. Oh, okay. So I'm not crazy. It does exist. Okay. And what about Zardoz? I don't know what that is. Anderson Tapes is a good Connery heist movie. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. You got me thinking about Sean Connery stuff. There's probably a bunch of. He's done so much crap. He made a lot of movies. When I say crap, I don't mean it was bad stuff. I just mean like he's done a lot of stuff. He's done a lot of movies and little bit parts and things you wouldn't even expect. He just would show up and it'd be like, freaking Sean Connery's in this? Like, remember he was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? At the very end, right? And then you're like, what the hell, Sean Connery? He at least, man, he got a kick out of doing that. And like, didn't he have like a small part in Time Bandits? Or am I remembering that incorrectly? I think he had a part in that movie, though. Did you ever see uh, First Night with Richard Gere playing Lancelot? That was some good acting, actually. Sean Connery, he was a movie star, but he could do really good acting. He was obviously he had worked on it a lot. Yeah, he was in Time Bandits. I thought he was in Time Bandits. Okay. I have a vague memory of Green Knight from. Yeah, it's a creepy movie. It's like a real creepy little movie, but it's pretty cool. At least I remember it being really cool. I haven't seen it, a long time. Probably, probably like 30 something years ago. So I don't know. Anderson Tapes. I got to remember that movie. Anderson Tapes. What is that other movie? Zardoz? Is that weird movie where he's wearing that weird getup that you always see the picture of him and you're like, what the hell is this movie? It's like supposed to be set in the future or something and it's all weird. Oh, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? Dude, that movie's freaking sick. That's one of my daughter's favorite movies, like ever. That movie is really good. I love that movie. It's so fun. That was, man, I wish they could have made more of those movies, like more movies like that at least, because that movie was shot really cool. It was just a fun, really cool, badass movie. Yeah. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That was towards the end when Sean Connery. I mean, he lived for a while after that, obviously, but that was towards the end of his career. But yeah, that is a good movie. That's a very entertaining movie. Yeah. Yeah. You know what, guys? Um, LGX hide wasn't CGI. They did an amazing job with the prosthetic arms. Entrapment, the Rock. Oh, the Rock. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. They said that The Rock is actually a James Bond movie. They said that that's the theory anyway, that like his character is supposed to be James Bond. I don't know. It's an interesting theory. I never saw Entrapment. I never saw that movie. I don't know why. I thought it looked cool. I just never saw it. Oh yeah, I forgot it. There was time ins loads. The Rock would have been shit without Sean. Oh yeah, absolutely. I know this is going to be an awkward spot to stop, but I'm getting pretty tired. So I'm going to have to stop here in a minute. But we'll keep talking for just a minute. Do you have a favorite turbo PCE? It's like blocking it with this stupid heart in the side of the thing. Can't read what that says. Do you have a favorite turbo PC engine controller? I don't know what that says. Hang on, let me turn my phone. Maybe I can read it like that. Okay, I can read that now. I had to turn my phone. Do you have a favorite turbo PC engine controller colorway? Colorway. Yeah, I don't know if you mean just in general, like color or whatever. The PC Avenue, the 6-button PC Avenue pad, I thought was pretty cool. I like that controller a lot. The 2-button Turbo Duo or Turbo Duo, which is basically just the PC Engine style controller from the later model, like the Core Graphics, Core Graphics 2. That's a pretty damn good controller. Right now I'm using the 6-button controller for my Duo RX, the one that comes with that. But the D-pad is a little stiff on that. What I really want to get is that one 6-button controller that was put out that looks like a Super Nintendo controller almost, but it has like all the 6 buttons on the face. I really want to get one of those, but they're kind of pricey, so I never have bought one. I also have the Turbo Stick for the TurboGrafx, and I like that a lot. It's just I don't really like to use joysticks that much, but it's a pretty cool controller. Tricom. I've also heard Snowpiercer is a sequel to Willy Wonka. Yeah, I don't know about that. I've heard something like that, but I don't understand how that. I've watched that movie Snowpiercer, so I don't know. I guess I don't really understand that. It's interesting. Yeah. Okay, guys, this has been a fantastic stream. You've all been really cool. This makes me want to stream more, actually, because I don't know. It seemed like sometimes the streaming gets kind of bogged down with people trying to troll me and get me to say certain things and just weird stuff, you know. But this has been really cool. You know, I think there was a couple of people that were in here that were, let's just say, alt accounts. I think I recognized a couple of people that were in here with alt accounts. But I don't care. They were cool with me, so it's fine. It's cool. I'm not upset about it or anything. I just enjoy a good conversation. And when people are, you know, cool with me, I enjoy being involved. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that more. Maybe we'll have more conversations in the future, more streams. Thank you, Tricom. I appreciate that. So, Yeah, CPE, thank you so much for being here. James, thank you for, engaging in the conversation. Definitely brought up some good stuff. Ty Lord, always love talking with you, man. You always have something really, really interesting to bring to the conversation. And Silverwings, I don't know what I would ever do without you. Every time I do a stream and Silverwings is here, I mean, you literally save my ass on the video games and show me what I'm doing wrong, help me to get through stuff. But even when it's not that and you're just talking, I always love talking with you, man. Silverwings has been around for a long time, and the fact that you are still coming around and are still interested in talking with me is something I don't take for granted. So thank you very much for being here. Evil, of course, I love you, Evil. And, I look forward to us hanging out more and doing stuff again when things settle down more, I think. But you can always come here and hang out with me. Always. You're always welcome here. Let's see. I'm going back through I'm probably going to miss people. I'm sorry about that. Because there was a lot of people that came in and talked, and I appreciate, I appreciate it. But, it's Vinny Zero. Thank you for being here. It's just a lot of people. I know Black Metal Gamer was here for a little bit. Steve was here. OG Sega Steve. I don't know who that is. Appreciate you being here. Phantom Man? I don't know. Saying that right. Chris Courage, dude. Yes, Chris Courage. So many of my TurboGrafx buddies. I appreciate y'all being here. Oh my God, I always love talking about the TurboGrafx. I will not shut up. I will just talk about TurboGrafx all day. Sweet and Tender stopped by too, so thank you for that. Thank you for being cool with me. And I don't know. I probably missed some people. I'm sorry about that. I can't really keep up with it. Moves so fast, and sometimes I can't see everybody, but I really appreciate the conversation. And yeah, you guys know I'm gonna keep the conversation to non-drama related stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't begrudge anybody. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do or anybody how to do their thing or whatever. But I just want to say how much I appreciate when everybody comes here to hang out, that you guys get what I'm trying to do. And we have good conversations that stay in a good space. So it means a lot to me. Thank you for respecting that. And I'm going to have to wrap this up because I am actually getting pretty tired now. Both of my cats are asleep, and Moogle looks like he's dreaming about something that I don't know what is. His like whiskers are going back and forth. That is, one of his paws is kind of moving like he's trying to get something. So I'm sure they want me to shut up. All right, I'm going to go. Y'all take care. Thank you for being here, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, boy.